I have a friend in South Africa. He has to run generator on land to keep the lights on. He runs a hotel. It's killing his business. A friend of mine said he will to me a while ago when his power starts to go off. You should already have left the country. Eh? A friend of mine went to Mozambique on holidays. He was struck by the fact that Mozambique can provide 24 hours of electricity. After the war in Mozambique, it was the poorest country in the world. Hey, okay. At least the electricity was on during the Rugby World Cup. After that, we mysteriously started getting electricity cuts again. This one say I'm still not sure why the country wasn't broken apart after the ANC came into power. It's honestly ridiculous that is still all under ANC control. People want to break up. No, you cannot disintegrate. You have to be together. This one say you are example of the gate not opening really struck a chord with me. I don't think people understand. My sister lived in Johannesburg for a couple of years. Crime is so high there that most houses have a security wall and automated gates. If you pull up and your gate door open, you are just asking to be carjacked. If you just leave your car on the street, it will be broken into or stolen. It is a huge security problem, not just an inconvenience. In South Africa. Wait, is there another South Africa? Because I don't understand. These people talking as South Africans, so I want to know, is there another South Africa somewhere that we don't know? Hey, Nigerians, I'm sorry. If I ever said, I am sorry. Oh God. This person say, I am South African. I was born. This person wrote this thing 2 weeks ago. I am South African. I was born after apartheid ended. So I grew up being discriminated against my entire life. And I've only ever knew this third world toilet we live in. Thanks to the incompetence and corruption of the wonderful ANC. I would also like to thank all the politicians and representatives of other countries who forced this situation on us by sanctions and pure pressure, and who then disappeared very conveniently into doing a single thing to help us now that we were suffering. Well done. Wait, jailbreak. You are suffering. You are not. South Africa is the best country in the world. Where are you guys? Come out. I saw one of you trying to balance it on the comment section. I just read and passed because you were one of those people. I don't know whether you're a man or a woman, always commenting, South Africa is better than Nigeria. Nigeria, this is South Africa has this one. South Africa, they are the ones crying on this comment section. I will drop the channel so that you people will go there and watch. Keep quiet. This person said, sometimes something that wasn't mentioned, the substation transformers were not designed to be turned off multiple times a day and often blow from surges when being turned on, leaving you with no power. Okay. Everything needs to be plunged into surges protectors. Ha. This one, he now said edited, corrected by wording for substation. Okay, this one say I play video games with a bunch of South Africans and they were talking about load shedding. I asked them about generators and they told me the tax on them was insane. So neat to see you talking about it. Wait, to use generator in South Africa, you must pay tax again. No, wait, apart from the tax you pay to buy, or the tax is so much. It's like I feel that there's another South Africa somewhere because this one cannot be the South Africa I know that people came to my comment section to disturb me of. No. This person said, I was in Ethiopia and it was the first time I experienced rolling power outrages. I didn't think things like that actually happen, especially in the capital. I was at a wedding at the Hilton when the power went out halfway through. It was so interesting to see how it's such a normal thing that people don't really care that it's happening. My family is from Guatemala, a country with the same GDP as Ethiopia and much poorer than South Africa, and I don't think I have ever experienced a power outage there. It's weird how they take small things like power and water for granted. Yeah. How can you expect people who didn't develop the country into a modern nation to be able to maintain it? Oh, decades ago, before the past apartheid government took over, I debated a friend about the future of South Africa, which was getting a lot of international heat at the time. My position was that slow reform should be pursued, not sudden change, because a sudden shift in government would inevitably result to the loss of much of the people who knew how to run and maintain things. He disagreed and thought it would be fine. Well, that. Okay. This was say the ANC government in South Africa has lived up to every cliche you can think of in regards in presiding over another third world failed state. Unfortunately, the inevitable happened. Damn, Winston. The owner of this channel, his name is Winston, but the name of the channel is a different name. So I would think I should be able to drop it so that people will go and sit down. Those of you arguing, you go and sit down on his channel, watch all the videos we made on South Africa, his experience, his family, and all that, so that you will believe. Oh, because when I'm saying, and he's saying it and showing you the back of South Africa, everything that happens at his back, he's talking and the things are playing at the back, you understand. But for me, I cannot bring his video here because of reuse content wahala. I don't want that on my channel. That is why you are seeing me doing it with my own videos and not putting out there. This one said, I'm sorry your folks are going through the consequences of a terrible government. This one said, I am in Acapulco. Which one is Acapulco? During Otis. Within 2 hours, the electricity grid in the city was destroyed. Looting started the next morning. Without electricity, it is impossible to buy anything, even in a cash society. Without tills and scanners, the large shops can't do anything without electricity. There is no refrigeration. Clean tap water stops at the required pump. Within a few days, everything collapses. Once looting stops, there is no food anywhere in the city. Perishable goods goes off within a few days. Then you have mass starvation and dehydration. Wait. All these things I read, my eyes don't dey pain me. Is it in South Africa it happened? Or in another place? This one say, I'm a farmer in South Africa. Trying to irrigate is a nightmare with no power. But put fuel in the fire. We have a meeting on Thursday because apparently the government is taking our water right away and we need a black partner to get them back. Wait. I'm not. See, don't blame me if you are watching this video. Don't blame me because it's the shock. I think it's a culture shock right now. This one said, I have a good friend that I met while sailing and he's from South Africa. He lives in New Zealand now. He lives in New Zealand now and is thriving. He had nothing but bad things to say about the government of South Africa and likened it to the warlords of other African nations fighting over control or the scrap of what's left on the country. My condolences. You don't reach the one where they say condolences for this kind of matter. I don't know. This one say, I'm so glad that my attempt to immigrate to South Africa was made too difficult that I gave up. I am a white European and had no interest in racial discrimination. Now why? Now, whoa, this one said, I was last in South Africa 40 years ago, and what a dynamic economic it was. It suddenly it saddened me to watch this video and learn how far it has fallen. It looks like Zimbabwe. Why are people calling Zimbabwe into this matter? Wetin they do now? This one say we in the UK have not been told about any of this by our legacy media. Sorry to hear how bad things have been. They don't used to tell you people, bad. That is why some of them are coming anyway. Maybe the ones coming on my comment sections are the ones that don't even know what's going on. So I will not even blame them too much. Hey, yeah, it's a piri. This one say, from a Zimbabwean, welcome to the club, South Africa. Really surprised it took you this long. It took them this long to understand, right? Being on vacation in South Africa last week, such a weird and creepy experience. South Africa, what happened? Why are people coming to your country, which is a tourism attraction? Somebody on that comment section, I don't want to call his name or her name. He says South Africa has the best tourism experience. South Africa has this thing. South Africa anything. Why are you caging this? Why are you caging that? Chai, I don't even know where you come from because you're always speaking from two sides of your mouth. Anyway, I don't have any time for you. This one, constant power cuts were a daily experience back in People's Republic of Poland. In rural Poland, electricity was sometimes for 2 hours a day when we left rural socialism in favor of ruthless capitalism. In all this problem automatically disappeared. I still wonder why. Okay, you know, when people when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice. That's what happened. So don't wonder. They don't say, I'm sorry, these people, their government fell into a trap, fell by hatred and ignorance. If they could have set aside their feelings and moved with reason and logic, they may have done it better. No be small thing. Hey. When I see these things, it shocked me. They might have made the leap from appetite to a free state using managers and engineers from say India, Egypt, or any other country where they have folks educated and trained to run their facilities. As they educated themselves, they would have phased out foreign help. I wondered that they might not have been any Americans to fill these roles, but they never understood that these things require maintenance, updating educated employees, plans to handle loss of power when the reservoirs go dry were possible. This makes me so sad that for the people who waited centuries to Kai. In fact, I don't even want to read what I saw, please, because man, no. We had nationwide power cuts in the UK in the 1970s under Labour government. This was one of the reasons. Hey God. Wow. 50 years later, it's still talked about with so much, Kai. In fact, there are some things that is the experience only ones, so they talk about it today. The experience is the only ones, but in Africa, it's a normal thing. Let me not say in Africa, in South Africa. Watch this video again, but focus on the background behind Wilston. That's the city of Johannesburg, once the most developed in African continent. Notice how many traffic lights. That is, Johannesburg was the thing that was seen at the back of the man. Hi! Oh my God. I can't believe this. I cannot. This one said, I brought up the corruption in a conversation at my sister's wedding after party and used the corruption in Zimbabwe as another example and was pretty much laughed at. If you look at any failing government, you can usually find corruption. I have been back in South Africa for 6 months. In January, my bank lost 3,000 USD. They couldn't find the money. Hey! I had to take legal action before they returned it. I switched bank and just spent 3 months trying to update some information. I changed the plan. The country is a joke. It's so bad. It's beyond anything I could possibly have imagined. South Africans, did you hear that? Your country is a joke. It took somebody 3 months to update information in a bank. Ah! So he went back to South Africa and they stole 3,000 US dollars. Hey, Mogbe, I didn't read that. South Africans, sorry, hey, yeah, so sorry. This one say I ran an axe throwing by in Siagan, Big Daddy's axe throwing club. Many of my regular customers are teachers, many from South Africa. Over the past 3 or so years, I can't recall any who said they walked. What's going on? What a one. You can't say who said they would return home. That is, the guy said none of them is saying they will return home. I get problem from many countries where are not planning to returning home, but none are so adamant as South Africans. There are other African countries that say they are not talking of returning home, but some, that's, oh my god. South Africans don't want to go home again. That's so sad. That's so sad though. It's so sad to watch. Hey, yeah, South Africans, we are sorry, we didn't know you were in that kind of wahala.